the beacon of Monterey Park and East Los Angeles. Anthony Nava was no ordinary man. With degrees from the prestigious Peter Drucker School of Management and the University of Oxford, he stood tall, a data scientist with unshakable integrity. His work as a consultant spanned multiple states, impacting millions of lives across the country. Yet, Anthony's greatest achievements were not merely academic. They lay in his role as a whistleblower, a quiet hero who once made the front page of the LA Times, anonymously exposing corruption in a case that shook the foundations of power, prosecuted by the Office of the Inspector General and the Federal Department of Justice. Anthony's light burned brightly, reaching every corner of the globe, a beacon of hope and positivity. But in his own neighborhood of Monterey Park, darkness loomed. His neighbor, Clara, was a cunning psychopath. A master manipulator, she wove a false narrative about her life. A farm girl with an idyllic garden, a tale she posted on a church website. She spoke of planting her first garden at age 3, of growing up surrounded by 17 rose bushes and a banana tree, the shade of which bore no fruit. Lies, wrapped in deception. Clara's daughters saw through the facade and cut her out of their lives. But she found new targets for her twisted envy, Anthony and his radiant joy. Clara couldn't stand the sight of Anthony's happiness. She conspired with her equally malevolent neighbors, Modelo and Judas the pig farmer, a couple steeped in deceit. Together, they spun wild stories about Anthony, feeding lies to the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department and the corrupt Monterey Park Police. Judas's brother, Dennis the Menace, worked at the Department of Children and Family Services. Manipulated by their falsehoods, Dennis weaponized his position, dragging DCFS into the vendetta. The campaign against Anthony escalated. He faced relentless harassment, hate crimes, and gang stalking by law enforcement. Clara's sisters, nieces, and the notorious Curtain Crew joined in, a cruel chorus echoing her malice. Even the sheriff's helicopter circled menacingly, a symbol of the institutional betrayal he faced. Why? Because Anthony dared to smile. Because he loved life. For 18 long months, the storm raged. But Anthony was no ordinary man. Each attack sharpened his resolve. The data scientist transformed, emerging not as a victim, but as a charismatic leader. With his love of performing arts, his powerful songs, sharp rap verses, and biting humor, he began to fight back. He protested with a passion that resonated deeply, turning pain into powerful art. The community watched, first with curiosity, then with admiration. Anthony roasted his tormentors with such precision and wit that even the most stoic couldn't help but laugh. He called out the absurdity, exposing their lies with satire so sharp it cut through the thickest deceit. His 3 diva dogs, Olive, Almond, and Honest, affectionately known as Charlie's Angels, were always by his side, a symbol of loyalty and love. Clara, the Curtain Crew, and the infamous duo of Modelo and Judas became the laughingstock of the neighborhood. Humiliated by Anthony's relentless wit and charisma, they stopped coming outside, retreating behind closed doors and drawn curtains. Their reign of deceit crumbled, exposed for the farce it always was. The tables had turned, and the very community they sought to manipulate now saw them for what they were, fools in a tragic comedy of their own making. Anthony's protest was more than resistance. It was a reclamation of joy. He didn't just survive the darkness, he turned it into light. The neighborhoods of Monterey Park and East Los Angeles, once stages for Clara's deception, became theaters of truth, where Anthony's voice rose above the noise, a symphony of resilience, integrity, and unbreakable spirit. He became the community's hero, his popularity soaring as he lifted everyone with his music, comedy, and unwavering positivity. Eventually, Anthony moved on to new ventures, his journey calling him to even greater horizons. But the light he brought to Monterey Park and East Los Angeles never dimmed. His spirit, his laughter, and his courage remained, a lasting beacon of hope and inspiration. In every corner of the community, his story lived on, a reminder that even in the face of the absurd, integrity, wit, and love could triumph.